So bats have this problem with being confused with vampires, and they just sort of have a bad rap in general. And they're thought to be dirty, nasty. You don't want to have them in your house. They stink, blah, blah, blah. I've always thought it was a great pleasure to live in a house where there were some bats, because I knew they were catching the bugs around my house. And now many thousands of people put up bat houses to attract bats. So they will for sure have bats. And many modern structures don't have a place for bats to roost. Old houses, yes. In England, they've recognized that to the extent that you're not allowed to tear down an old house if you're the owner, if there are bats living in there. In England, they know where essentially every bat lives, and they're all completely protected. And that's the way it needs to be everywhere in the world, although of course that'd be very difficult in some places. So we have in the world now a great number of bat conservation organizations that were formed just to try to protect and conserve bats. And they have had quite a bit of success, and I have been able to see that here in Costa Rica. I would take out groups of students and, yes, tourists, and take them on bat hikes, and we would catch bats, and they would all get to see them, touch them, handle them if they wanted to. And also people who were participating in my bat hikes, who were scared of bats, distrustful of bats, but they were in a group, and that was a group activity. And these people, I would see them change, the whole attitude change in a matter of minutes. And in the end, they wanted to touch the bat themselves. Originally, they'd been scared to death of bats, and they never looked closely at a bat. I've had people who said they'd never seen a bat in their life. Well, that's hard to imagine. I suppose if you go indoors at dark, when it gets dark every night, never go out at night, that you might never see a bat. But I think most people do have occasion to go out at night, and they probably have seen bats and didn't know it.